Hey everybody, Tanya Shaw here, and I think after this I'm going to invest in a tripod to have at my house as well because I'm using this little one right now. It's kind of awkward. Anyways, I'm here today because I want to share with you 3 habits that you can do absolutely every day to really reach a bigger level or a greater level of success. They're things that I have evolved over my last 5 to 10 years of being a business owner, an entrepreneur, a mom, a wife, a friend. And this is not just about business, this is not just about health, this is about all areas of your life. So whether you're a mom, you work in customer service, you're a business owner, you're a lawyer, you're a realtor, you are a dad, a parent, a sibling, no matter what or who you are, these are things that you can apply daily to reach a greater level of success in your life, no matter what success means to you or what your goals are. Now, before I go into the 3 success principles, I want to just reframe for a second because sometimes we hear these kind of things and we're like, oh, I have to go do that. You don't have to do anything. You get to, and that's a really important point. But if you really want to take action and move yourself to that next level, you can absolutely do that with a couple of intentional habits. Now, if you are already doing some of these things, or you're already taking charge of your success, and you want to keep going, these are some other things that you can keep implementing into your life as well. So, number 1 is to move your body daily. Now, this is not a choice, and I know I'm a fitness professional, so people think it's just my job. I'm supposed to be fit and healthy, and that's kind of what I do. This is not a choice. This is not a nice to have. This is not a, oh, I got to take care of my kids, my family first, and then if I have time, I'm going to take care of myself. This is your energy. Your physical energy, your physiology, that's your life force. And like I said, whether you're a mom, a dad, a realtor, a lawyer, you work in customer service, if you are an online business professional, a coach, doesn't matter what you are, moving your body daily is a practice that we really need to have and then also pass on to our future generations, our children. They're watching you. This is not, like I said, a nice to have. Well, it's a luxury to work out. This is not a luxury. This is a necessity if you want to be your best self. So you can raise your physiology, raise your energy by moving your body daily. It does not have to be intense. It doesn't have to be an intense, high intensity interval workout or even strength training, although I do recommend doing strength training a few times a week. It could be going for a walk. It could be doing some calisthenics. It could be doing some yoga in the morning. Just get your body moving, get your blood flowing. It changes your energy. It changes your life force. It changes your vibrancy, and it raises you up to that next level. So number 1 is to move your body daily, not a choice, not a nice to have. This is a necessity for being your best self. Number 2 is setting your day with intention. Now, this is a practice I have really shifted, hi Paul, for the last few years. And I want to kind of just show you what I do on a daily basis. This is my journal right now. I have a journal I journal every day, and these are my favorite journals. They have to lie flat and they have to be pretty. And this one I kind of like because it's 2 giraffes kissing, which I thought was kind of fun. But at the very bottom, beginning of my journal, and I know this is going to be backwards because I'm in that mirror mode or whatever on this my iPhone. But I write down a couple of purpose statements and I read them daily. And I know it looks like a lot, but I don't necessarily go through every single one with as much intention every single day. I pick a couple of them that really resonate with me on those days. I write them down. I can shift them. I can change them from time to time, of course. Sometimes people get stuck with on affirmations because they don't know if they're doing it correctly. There is no doing it correctly. You just need to write something that is going to be powerful for you. There are 3 different kinds of affirmations. One is neutral, and that's just saying things like, I have a body, if we're talking about body image or health. The other one is saying things like more positive. So I am, I'm strong. I like the way I feel. I'm powerful. Like those are more positive affirmations. And then we have empowering affirmations. And those are things on how I want to be. So I am committed to taking control of my choices today. I am going to be the best person I can today. I am excited to wake up and start my day. That's one of my affirmations. Each day brings new opportunities and I'm grateful to do the things that I get to do. Another one of mine is, when I work, I feel relaxed, energized, and organized. I am clear on my vision and I'm relentlessly focused on my next action steps. So these kind of statements energize me. They keep me in the positive, keep me in the moving forward. And instead of just reacting to the day and the things that come at me, I take some time in the morning to set myself up so I can be more proactive with how I want to be in life. Am I perfect at this? Heck no, but that's not the goal. Perfection is never the goal. All right, so number one, it was to move your body every single day. This morning, I did strength training at the studio bright and early in the morning, and then I walked my son to school. So that's something we do on a regular basis. Number two is my affirmations. So writing intention, don't overcomplicate these things. It does not have to be, the perfect statement. And you can change your affirmations day by day if you want to, or you can keep the same ones. It doesn't matter. Just pick something that's empowering or positive that's going to move you forward and move you in the direction of who you want to be and how you want to be. Number three is to plan your day. And I'm not just talking about to-do lists about like, oh, I need to do the laundry today, or I need to take the kids to school today, or have a doctor's appointment. I'm talking about the things that are going to move you forward in the direction of you that you really want to go. So I start my day journaling, and I'll show you my journal, by asking a few questions. So my affirmations could be a part of my journal as well. But I'll ask questions like, what do I need to do today so that I go to bed feeling content, happy, energized, proud, whatever those words are for that day and whatever resonates with you. The other one you can ask is, what do I need to do today to move myself in the direction of where I want to be? So to move myself in the direction of my goals. And be specific to that very day. Now, this is a big reason why I really like these kind of habits also when it comes to health and fitness, because every day is a little bit different. And some days you have a barbecue that you're going to go to, and you have to navigate your eating habits a little bit differently than you would if you were going to be at home and planning your own meal. So it's always going to be a little bit different there. So be specific to that day. And I really encourage you to not just choose like business things or even health things, but choose life goals as well. So how do you want to be as a parent? So is it today that when you walk your son to school, or when you pick your child up from school, you're going to be really present and just really invest some time in doing something that's going to be meaningful for them? Maybe you're going to go see a coworker today, and you're going to think about, how can I show up so that I'm going to really make a difference in that person's life? Or if I'm going to the studio, I'm going to coach some clients, I might ask questions like, how do I want to show up so that I can make my clients, like that half hour or hour I spend with them, the best half hour of their day? So being more intentional, more specific to the actual things you're going to do on a daily basis. So life things, business things, and health and fitness things, because health is our life force and we got to take care of our bodies. And then when you plan your day too, as a side note, especially for the work stuff, I personally have a pretty good system going on to make sure that I move myself forward, because I've built a business and it takes a lot of work. It doesn't just happen by chance. And it's a very successful business and I love it. But I make sure that my daily goals, my daily action items are really in line with my weekly goals, and that my weekly goals, hey Cheryl, are in line with my monthly goals, and my monthly goals are in line with my quarterly goals. I know it sounds kind of complex, but it's really just, instead of just showing up and saying like, what do I need to do today, actually having creating some alignment so that the things that you do on a regular basis align with your overall goals. And then your quarterly goals, from a business perspective and a life perspective, should align with your overall vision for life. Not just sort of like, again, haphazard planning or reaction to emails or other people's agendas, but moving yourself forward in the direction you want to be. And then as a part of that planning thing, I think that's something that's going to take us one step forward that I really want to share with you, is to link what you're doing to a purpose. So here's a couple of examples. Last week, I needed to get my bike fixed. So I have a couple road bikes, and one I haven't ridden in a long time, and I was going to ride it to Victoria. So my husband had a conference in Victoria, and I was going to drive down to the ferries and ride my bike on the ferry terminal, and then ride down to the inner harbor to go spend the night with my husband at a conference. And instead of just having this like checklist of I need to get my bike fixed, I aligned that goal or that task of getting my bike fixed with my desire to be adventurous. So to go and have that freedom to go and take my bicycle and go ride it to Victoria, like how much fun is that? Another example is I got my criminal record check last week. And instead of just being like, oh, I need to go get my criminal record check, that's done, I can align that with my goal of being able to go on a field trip with my son at school. He has this year-end barbecue thingy at the Icultus Lake in the end of June. So that in order for me to be there and be able to participate, I need to get my criminal record check. So that act of going to the police department and doing all the paperwork is now in alignment of how I want to be as a parent and how I want to be as a mom. And that creates purpose to the daily things that I'm doing. When we start to have purpose, we just have so much more fulfillment, and it creates so much more joy in our lives versus just sort of like mundanely going through checklists. You know, if you're working out in the morning, like this morning I did a strength workout, it's not just because I need to check off that box, it's because I want to feel strong and I want to raise my level of energy. And by doing my strength workout, that's really going to help. Doing this Facebook Live here, which will eventually be a YouTube video as well, is not just about a checkbox of checking off that I did a Facebook Live today because I thought I needed to. It's because I want to reach out to you and I want to tell you something and teach you something and help you on your journey to become a better version of yourself. And I think that's really powerful. So thank you for being here and thank you for watching and tuning in. I'm going to end off with a kind of a fourth bonus success habit. So first one was to move your body daily. Non-negotiable, move it. Raise your level of energy. Number 2 was the affirmations, and that's, hi Paula, journaling and really being intentional with how you want to be and how you want to show up. Number 3 was planning your day with the end in mind. It is so powerful, and the cool thing is because it changes every single day, but really being intentional with how you want to show up and how you want to be. And the cool thing is that we can change this. So if you're not happy with how you're showing up or how you're acting as a friend or a mom or a business owner or where things are going, you can change, and that's really powerful. And the last one, hi Bert, number 4 is reminders. And I say this because life happens, and it's so wonderful to, in the morning journal, plan, write your affirmations, and then like by noon you're like forgetting and you get into this like state of negative energy or whatever. It happens, like we go like this. So having some, hi Carrie, having some reminders to kind of pull yourself out and some triggers to help remind you of who you want to be and the goals that you set out for the day. So a couple things I do. I don't have my I don't have my iPhone, but I'm filming on my iPhone, so which is like why I can't show you. I have a habit. I think it's called the Daily Habits. And I write every day, just a couple. Right now I have 4 things that I'm working on to kind of remind myself of the things I want to do on a daily basis to move myself forward. I also have checklists. So I have my, I'll show you here. This is my work planner, but I put some personal stuff in here as well. There we go. Here it is. So I write down some of those things that I might want to do on a regular basis to move myself forward. And sometimes at the top or at the bottom, I'll also write down some statements to remind myself of how I want to be. I just recently put a Post-it note on my car to remind myself as well of how I want to show up. Right now it says Bring the Joy, which is from Brendan Richard, and I love that. It's going to change down the road because if I look at the same Post-it note every single time, I'll just kind of let it becomes part of the background. I also have alarms in my phone, and I actually turned them off recently because I couldn't figure out how to make it just buzz and not like set off a crazy alarm. But again, those alarms just remind me of who I want to be and how I want to show up and to be more intentional. Because you guys, this is not stuff we have to do. You don't have to do any of this stuff, but this is stuff you get to do to really live your best life. And at Ascend Fitness and Lifestyle, Tanya Shaw, whoever I am, that's my calling. And whether it's through health and fitness or success habits or planning your day or whatever it is, however I can help you become a better, more energetic, more vibrant version of yourself, That's what I want to do. So thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. If this was helpful for you, I would love for you to reach out to me. You can reach me via email, commenting on this video as well, or you can also share it. If these are habits that you want to implement and you think that could help in somebody else's life, feel free to share. I would love, share the love. Thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome rest of your day.